Interesting. I think that's working. Let me just double check with this. Interesting. I think that's working. Wait, why can I hear myself? Oh god, it's gonna echo through. Okay, let's turn the music down a bit more, because we need it a bit lower. Anyway. Okay, let me post the damn link in the CT stages thing. Okay, so CT stages. Let's get our grand Valencia. We're going to tag at Continental Tour, at race notifications. Okay, let's figure out how let's double check this actually works. Well, I hope so. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, it does. Anyway, let's get these settings all locked in. 2023, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. Yeah, 2023. Well, if this better damn well work. If not, I'm going to cry. Okay, let's turn those notifications on silent. Oh, it does work. Excellent. Welcome, Michelle. Let's get into it. So we've got the Valencia race. We have the start list selected. Let's have a look who we have. Decathlon CMA with Eduardo Affini. Cosnefroy, of course, is probably going to be the leader. Andrew August is here. Festina, the new French squad. Pari Pantra, he's a strong rider here. Okay, a B&B with Benjamin Thomas. I think Jeffrey Bouchard. It's actually a pretty average team for them. La Gazzetta, a new sponsor in our SimGame simulation. I guess they got a few. Could be a bit of day for anyone. Maybe they're betting on a sprint. Strava Cycling, another new sponsor. Ethan Vernon, the sprinter, and Riley Schlegg, they're going for a sprint as well. Hugo Hull, she's it's half my old team there. Artem Schmidt. Kubota Sake with Antonio Morgado. He must be their leader, and they've got a few decent domestics. Even Chmiel, what's happening here? Paul's my new favourite streamer. Ah, thank you, Jonathan. Happy to help out. I've switched across to Twitch from the YouTube platform, which is new for you PCM Sim people. Ah, I missed Unibet. Unibet Rockets with the Molinar. A few key riders there. My team with Stephen Williams going for it. Bob Youngles. Geez, my team looks pretty average. Go for gold. Eddie Dunbar is their GC leader, but not here. They've got Hugo Hofstetter for the sprints. Albert Torres, my old leader as well. Team CSC with Soren Krah, Anderson, Minton, Guinness. Another great new sponsor. Brilliant sponsors in this one here. Ah. Screen is black. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Ah, sorry, Cedric. Apologies for it not working. I'll fiddle with it for next time. I'll go on, no worries, no problem. Bardiani with Formolo, Arietta, Albanese, Mega Fonterra, another new sponsor, New Zealand team, rewritten with Sam Welsford here for the sprint finish, and Lewis Bauer to lead them out. Vino, of course, Vino Astana. Okay, thank you, Albert. Tudor Pro Cycling, Excellent. He's got a strong-ish team. Skydive Dubai with Joe taking over there. Lanardi Maestri. Polte with Rui Oliveira. Okay, it must be a sprinty race. Why the hell did I bring Williams? Anyway, Team Colombia back from the dead. Restrepo, it's a big name from the past. Phineas Velo, another new sponsor. Decent all-round looking team. Beat Cycling, Plumas, Brilliant. There's Michelle. There's our Russian team. Jonathan will be absolutely happy. Jan Hurt leads them. Pelio Sanchez, Eric Vetter. Geez, these are names of riders who we thought were going to be great, but didn't turn out too great. Hey, another former rider of mine. It's my Einhorn. Bruce Meto, and a few other random riders. Saldi, Armaco. It's a nice jersey there. Busato, Gogol, and Van Rysel. Anyway, let's get into it. Even the simulation team is looking good. There's 2023 route according to the planner. That's the one we are using. So it looks like it's going to end in like a punchy sprint, perhaps. Hopefully reduced sprint. The game says Tim van Dijken is the favourite. Must be his little bit of hill here. It's his hill and his sprint attribute. Scrolling back on the stream, you should be able to see what we did before. Interesting. So my multi-stream, I can only see YouTube chat, but on Twitch, I can see Twitch chat. Excellent. Well, glad to see everyone. Let's get into this race. The first race for me to sim for this season at 7:50 at night here in New Zealand. Let's hope Twitch works out better than YouTube did. If not, I'll happily switch back. It's not major for me. There we go. Here's the start line looking great. PCM 25 with full graphics. We get our rider on a +2 day. We put him straight on to 0. Let's have a look at some of these new jerseys. This is the La Gazette, of course, the newspaper for the Giro d'Italia. Guinness, the Irish beer. Great beer that is. Proper jersey for Decathlon, looking great in this game. And we have an attack already. Tom Sexton, the New Zealand rider from Van Rysel, getting in there. Former New Zealand time trial champion, I want to say. I mean, I should know, but who knows. Anderson from Phineas Velo, Beat from Van der Werf from Beat. Looks like a few more riders are joining them. We'll wait for the breakaway to establish before we get more into it. The peloton's still going 50 k's an hour. Finn Crockett there for Strava. I'm surprised he's not riding for Guinness. He'd be a great signing for them. This is Go for Gold with Attilio Viviani. The gap has now 13 seconds on the second bunch with Lorenzo from Team Vino. Vino, of course, named after Vinokourov. Oz, the Estonian rider for Alpecin Premier Tech. Friedel for the Saldi team. Saldi colours there, looking great. The cube bike and the fantastic wheels. Looks like they're struggling to get across to the front group. The one rider we didn't mention, Regazzini for Alpecin Premier Tech. He looks like he's sitting up at the back of this bunch because his teammate is trying to get across. The gap to the peloton now, 28 seconds, with Andrew August working on the front. A black screen. Excellent. Okay. I can give you... What can I give you? Un memento. What I will do is I can give you this, which will be pretty annoying to watch, because it's in a small screen, but it just means for the next stream I will go back to straight YouTube in horizontal. Anyway, the gap now to the breakaway, 2 minutes 20. It's working fine for me on mobile on like a second account. Interesting. How peculiar. Okay, apologies for that. Hopefully this doesn't affect... yeah, I'll get it back to working for next one. Filippo Concha looking good in that Italian tri-colour jersey for Team Polti. Okay. Speed up the simulation, looking at the race, looking pretty calm until we get to this great big percentage climb here. Alto debarks 5.7%, max 15% gradient. The breakaway is all made up together, 7 riders, 3 minutes advantage. It is Luke Wirgin of Team Strava, Go for Gold, Decathlon CMCA, Skydive Dubai, Team Mega Fonterra and Polti. Quite a lot of teams helping out at the front there. My team of Team Katusha, who are they protecting? It looks like they are protecting Bob Youngles with Paul Connor. Interesting. Reef Roberts on the front there for Mega Fonterra. 3 minutes 23 is the advantage. We increase the simulation rate and we continue. Black screen. Apologies, peeps. Anyway, we're on the big climb. 3 riders from the breakaway are making a move. It is Sexton, Lorenzo, and Regazzini. The others are being left behind. Anderson is right out the back. The rider from Finnair Cervelo, the remaining 3 from the breakaway, trying to make it up against Sexton, who made the initial move on the climb, has been dropped. He is joined by Oz. 4 riders now. Friedel, Van der Werf, Regazzini goes once again, dropping Lorenzo, who we thought would be more of a climber from this group. Back in the peloton, they're taking it with ease. Sam Gay sitting in second wheel. There's an attack from one of the Skydive Dubai riders. Nope, I think he was just taking bottles to his rider there. Great to see the terrain. Peloton still all together on this climb. And we attack front of the breakaway group as Regazzini goes once again on the climb. Lorenzo and Van der Werf slowly pace themselves up to it. 4 riders out in front, 3 chasing behind, and they've almost made it back to make a group of 7 out in front. Gap to the peloton, 3 minutes 20. Not a day for the breakaway, but there is 80 kilometers of racing to go. Small split in the peloton. Multiple splits in the peloton. Interesting. Why did this happen? Is it just on the descent? It potentially is. Looks like Festina's caught out here. Van Rysel. Columbia out here in the back. A few other riders from... Oh, Jan Hurt here, the leader for Michel. Actually, Michel's got 4 riders here. Van Rysel's taking up some of the chasing. Meanwhile, in the peloton, it is Gogol. Well, the second peloton on the group on the road. Albert Tours there, Mikael Gogol for the Soldi team. The, what the hell country is that? Algerian national champion, doing some work with the Tudor boys to also catch their bunch up to the front. Must have just been on that descent. Of course, it's a Go for Gold rider pushing on the front with all these small splits happening. Teams are feeling less than ideal at this current point in time. Breakaway still is 2 minutes 30 advantage. The second bunch has caught the peloton. It's just the Team Columbia group out the back now. Puncher for Pelio Sanchez of Mishkel. Not only was he out the back of the bunch, he's now out the back of the back bunch. Very, very unlucky day for this Russian Conti team. Team Katusha will not be offering them any support. Anyway, well, they're not doing anything. The peloton is slowly gaining on the breakaway. We'll go back to that group shortly, but we'll keep the simulation rate flowing. Oh, rider has been dropped from the breakaway. That is Oz, the Estonian rider. One of the weaker few from up the road. The other 6, they're still rolling around quite nicely, but him being in the front did give Regazzini a chance to relax. Looks like Pelio Sanchez has made it back into the, I guess, gruppetto is the word. Jan Hurt chilling. Some reasonable names here from some Conti and other level teams. It's going to take me a while to learn what all the teams are and who all the teams and where and what and why. But we will get that done shortly, as the peloton all just passes the Estonian rider. The gap is 2 minutes as we begin the foothills of the main climb of the day, the Alto di Pixelka. Interesting. Looks like it's going slowly up about 2-3%, and then we get a nice peak for the climb before a punchy finish towards the end. The breakaway is split once again. This time it's Anderson and, oh, not Lorenzo, Lozano, who have been dropped, but the gap is, oh no, Ragazzini has punctured in the front of the breakaway. That's unlucky for him, as he was on such a good day, but look at that, he's towing the others straight back to the front. One rider's attacked from the peloton. It is, who is that? Vincenzo Albanese for Team Bardiani CSF, 45 kilometers to go. He's decided now's the moment. He's passed the rider from Vino. Pidcock counters as he pulls the rest of the peloton up. Ida Freya, the Mexican rider for Team CSC now, pushing the pace on the front. All the riders are going for it now. It looks like the hill has started, so the race has two. A few riders been dropped at the bunch. That back bunch will not make it back in, but we're sitting at the front now looking at this action. That was Joseph Pidcock. My apologies. A little bit of a stalemate now. Only two riders left in front. Ragazzini and Friedel. 120 riders in the front peloton. Sam Gaze for Mega Fonterra on the front. Looks like another push now on the left-hand side, this time by Beat Cycling. Vincenzo Albanese is going again. He's in the wheel. The pistol from Kubato Sake's on there. Slight counter by Holter, but it was not enough. Freire on the front once again for Team CSC, trying to drag it all back together. He flicks his arm. It's Artem Schmidt now for Team Strava Pro Cycling. Sam Gay's been working all day at the front. He's sitting there in second wheel. Who is he working with? Sam Welsford, right? 4 riders in the front. Ragazzini, the rider in the break all day. His time is up as he is about to be caught by Artem Schmidt. 3 riders. Are they working well together? Let's have a look. De Pestel flicks his arm. In goes the Beat Cycling rider. Kristen Albanese looks like he's not rolling through. There's a 17-second gap now. The terrain is going up and up and up ever so slightly. The peloton's looking very, very controlled and calm. Look like they're looking after themselves well. Schmidt now pulls off. It's back to Sam Gaze, the New Zealand rider, on the front. And as the breakaway has been caught, Team CSC launches a double attack. Aguirre, Ferreira, and back Claris, actually 3 riders from Team CSC, straight onto the offensive, pushing the pace. Albanese sees this as a force to be reckoned with and tries to sneak in the back there. Nothing too much going on as we're about to hit the hard point of the climb. There's an attack now. Albanese goes once again off the front into the slipstream of the motorbike. He is joined by De Pestel of Kubota Sake. CSC controlling the front once again. The Reisenberg from Beat Cycling. He's trying to go up there. Albanese is looking dead, and the peloton is all back together at the front of the race. Falling out the back, a few more Conti riders. Their day is done. Sam Gaze has been working on the front. His day is done for. Hugo Hofstetter there for Go for Gold. Ethan Vernon, the sprinter for Team Strava Pro Cycling, moving up. Andre Ponemor, it's the first time we've seen Team Katusha towards the front of the race. Very biased, of course, with Team Katusha being the best team that is here at the race. Ivo Oliveira, the current Portuguese champion, on the right-hand side of the road, catching riders by surprise. Andre Ponemor straight into his wheel. Jeffrey Bouchard riding the classic. It's not even a Bianchi. The hell is that? Prepeto Corsair. Interesting. Anyway, 22 kilometers to go. They've gone over the top of the climb. There are some small splits out the back. Filippo Concha, the Italian national champion, but mostly the peloton is altogether Lithuanian champion. They're getting some bottles now, the riders for their team. Will we see some gaps in the descent? I think we will. Yuka Arishiro, he's still here, the Japanese rider. I didn't make a bet for this stage, but I'm going to say Stephen Williams, as I am biased as for my Team Katusha squad. 16 Ks to go. Cosney Fire on the front. Tim Van Dyke in his wheel. They're going to come there. Betting on a sprint. I'm betting on a punchy attack by one of my boys in the last few kilometres. Looking around, the bunch is all... Apologies, my headset came out. Looking around, looks like the bunch is all nicely strung out at the back. There's Finn Crockett once again for Strava Pro Cycling. Hugo Hull is there. Bunch behind, not even close. 10 kilometers to go. There we go through that banner. The motorbike's out in front. It is Tim Van Dyke being led out by Benoit Cosnefroid. On the right-hand side, we see Krah Anderson for Team CSC launching attack, and as well Hugo Hull, Maestri, Affini, but nothing really happened. Bob Youngles now showing his face there, the Luxembourgish rider for Team Katusha. Mega Fonterra with Sam Welsford sitting in Hugo Hofstadter's wheel. The sprinters are on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, Vincenzo Albanese in another move. Krah Anderson going once again. 8 riders now off the front. It's up to Cosney Fire to chase them back. 5.5 Ks to go. We knew it'd be another little punchy attack coming up now. 4.7 Ks to go. Benjamin Tobas on the front. Who's following him? Vincenzo Albanese. Youngles in third wheel. Mogadou in second. Is coming down to the big guns. But out from behind, there's another attack. Molnar's coming up. Formolo. Will they catch the front riders? Like Bob Youngles is looking tired. God damn it, Youngles. 2.6 Ks to go. 8 riders out in front. There goes Holter coming out from behind. 8 becomes 11. 11 riders looking for the win here. Benjamin Thomas leading with 1.3 Ks to go. Here comes the Flame Rouge. Who's in the best position? Vincenzo Albanese has been attacking all day. He is earning this victory. 400 meters. Launching. Just no one launched. Mokoto wins. Albanese second. Interesting. Well, there's your top 11. Who's this coming in behind? Guerin, and then Hofstetter leading in the second bunch. Interesting change of events. Interesting. Very interesting turn of events there. Well, like I started up the one-day race, and we saw that the screen was black. So what we'll do is we will get the results, close the stream. We're going to win again. Absolutely, man. Here we come to the podium. Antonio Morgado wins the Classica Comunitat Valencia for Team Kuboto Sake. Okay, you can see it. So who can't see it? Dan can't see it. Interesting. Anyway, team at Bardiani CSF wins the team classification by 24 seconds. Let's have a look at those results. We'll export the results because that's something I often forgot to do. And let's do our CT results. Wow, a bunch of riders on the same time. And did we actually get any time gaps there? Yeah, that front group of 11 got a time gap. Was everyone else on the same time? Bob Youngles in 9th for my team. But yeah, Bardiani did well. Vincenzo Albanese and Formolo. CSC, any rider here who I think doesn't really particularly belong. Cool, you are getting blocked, random person. Interesting. Anyway, that's our results done there for our Comunitat Valencia. Thanks for joining, and I'll restart the stream for our, what do you call it? The Vuelta al Trachia.